All right, so we're gonna look at some of these if constructs now. And I have a program where the user inputs their age. So we have int age, and the user inputs their age. We prompt the user, and then the user inputs their age. And what we want to look at is we have these examples of ages. So if you're 25 and over, you can rent a car. If you're 21 and over, you can go to a bar. If you're 18 and over, you can vote. If you're 16 and over, you can drive. And you're 13 and over, you can stay home alone. And we want to look at different ways we can maybe inform the user that they can rent a car, go to a bar, vote, drive, and stay home alone. So one way we can do this is with just a bunch of if statements. And so let's do that real quickly. So if my age is greater or equal to 25, right? I could say, see out, you can rent a car, right? Else, you can't rent a car, right? And then we can go if age is greater or equal to 21. We could see out, you can go to a bar, else you can't go to a bar, right? You can't go to a bar, right? We could do something like this. I'm just gonna do one more. This is dumb. Hold on. Let's just say we had 3 ages we were working with. And then if age is greater or equal to 18, we can say something like, you can vote, right? Super excited about voting, right? Else, well, maybe not this election, but in general, see out, you can't vote. All right, so we have these different cases, and we're able to inform the user whether they can do these things, and we can hit play. And would you like to build it? Yes, we'd like to build it. And please input your age, and I'm going to input 33. So it looks like we can rent a car. We can do all of these things, and it says you can rent a car, you can go to a bar, you can vote, right? It gives us all of our things we can do. All right, we can run it one more time and try a different age just for fun. I'm gonna put in 18, right? I can't rent a car, I can't go to a bar, but I can still vote, right? So that's cool. Okay, there's many ways to do this. So this is one way to do this. Okay, another way to do it is with this if construct we were talking about in class. So let's do that example real quickly. So no incorrect or correct way to do this, right? These are all just different ways of doing the same thing. So if my age is greater or equal to 25, I might want to say something like, you can rent a car, go to the bar, and vote, right? Otherwise, else, yeah, oh my God, what am I doing? Else if age is greater or is less than 25 and age is greater or equal to 21. Okay, so remember ands from class, right? This has to be true, less than 25 or greater or equal to 21. We could say something like, and you guys might already see something a little fishy about this. This isn't a mistake, but we're kind of doing something redundant here. So you can go to the bar and vote, right? And let's do our return carriages here. Okay. And then else if age is less than 21 and age is greater or equal to 18, right? So I'm in between 18 and 21. You can vote, right? And then else, maybe we say something like, you can't do nothing, right? Okay. So this is all copacetic too. We should be able to run this and get something as long as I didn't make a mistake. which I might have done. So we'll let it compile and see what happens. Yep, looks like it's all good. So let's say I pick an age of 22, right? At 22, I can go to the bar and vote. So let's see what happens. You can go to the bar and vote. Exciting, right? If I hit play again, and let's try an age of 15 where I can't do nothing. It says you can't do nothing. Okay? So we all feel pretty good about this. So some of you might have noticed, we said in class that you won't go in to the subsequent else ifs. So you only take one branch in this if, else if, else construct, right? So if I'm coming down and my age is greater than 25, and so I take this branch, I don't even look at these other branches. So all of these things are like a block, right? The ifs and the else ifs that come after it and the else that comes after it, immediately after it, are all a block. And if I go into one of these branches, I don't go into any of the other branches. So the only way the else will be gone into is if none of these branches hit. Okay, so some of you might realize that if age is greater or equal to 25, I'm going to come into this branch, right? So at the point I get to this else if branch, we already know that the age has to be less than 25, because if it was greater than 25, I would have been here, right? And so we already know that the age has to be less than 25, and so we don't need this. Okay? And kind of the same argument here, right? If we get past the fact that the age is greater than or equal to 21, well, we know it's not greater or equal to 25, and we know it's not greater or equal to 21. It has to be less than 21. So we don't need to check for this. We can actually hit that out too. Okay? And if you're having trouble with this concept, I highly encourage you to review it. But as you'll see, we'll have the same types of answers when we run this program. So if I put in an age of 26, we'll come in here, and we won't go into the second else if. Even though age is greater than 21, when age is 26, we hit this first if statement, and so we don't go into this else if statement. So we can only go into one branch of this if, else construct. So I'm going to type in 26, and it says you can rent a car, go to the bar, and vote, which is this case right here. It doesn't even look at the other cases. Okay, and I have no idea what just happened. Okay, there we go, I guess. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Visual Studio, for nothing. Okay, so that's the big thing about this if, else construct. All right, so hopefully that can help you with some of these assignments, and ask the homework help forum for any questions.